Hey, welcome to the what? Man, Masvidal got next, man. In that post press conference, for Colby Covington, he also said a few things that I found very interesting. It seemed like he understood that he lost against Usman, and it seemed like that he still wanted to make money in the future. So he called out his best friend of the old and his enemy of the new, Masvidal, Street Jesus. And I feel like that would be a great fight. Not because it's gonna be some things thrown in the octagon, but I feel like the pre-fight conference between the two will be magical.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it would be
It would
insufferable.
be magical.
I feel like it would be insufferable. Like
You
the
don't know what
freaking,
magical is.
like the I think it would be worse than like the lead up. You remember Connor and Mayweather did that world tour,
Yeah.
and after like the first one, we were like, God, this is insufferable. That's what I believe. Like they would just go back and
That's different.
forth. They would just go back and forth trying to get their one liner over on each other.
That's different though, man. I'm telling you, that's different. The reason why I say it's different is because of this. The two individuals that we're speaking of right now are competent. The two individuals that we were speaking of before, of Conor McGregor and Diaz don't talk.
No, not Diaz,
Oh,
Mayweather. When
Mayweather.
they did the
May,
world tour, it was insufferable because they were trying
man, that's
so
different,
hard to
man.
be
That's
mad.
different, man. That was totally different as well, too, man. Mayweather, you get. I don't even think Mayweather can shit talk. That's all I'm gonna say. That it didn't go over very well.
I
But
don't know
these
if
two right
Colby can
here,
shit talk. Can you
these two
honestly
right
think
here,
Colby can shit talk, or just Colby just said stuff?
I feel like Kobe does research enough to put things out there
Yeah.
that
Okay.
flows
Okay.
well and that can gravitate people to either love him or hate him, or love or hate the opponent that he's fighting. Let's put it like that.
Okay. Okay. I'm with you. So if that's the case, then you've got man. This is good. I think it would be a great fight, and it's the same fight kind of deal to where it doesn't matter where they are in their career, right? Because Masvidal, he doesn't have a softball up next.
Mm-hmm.
But if Masvidal takes this fight with Leon Edwards and he comes up short, that's the next UFC card too. He's next up. If he comes up short on that, then if Colby doesn't fight since then, we're still all in. Even though we're
True.
watching two fighters coming off on a loss. They could be two fighters coming in on a loss and still headline a card.
Yeah.
So, is it the right fight to put together? I ain't mad at him. But here's the second part. If Masvidal beats Leon Edwards, that fight no longer makes sense.
I don't know.
Wait, where?
I don't
Where?
know.
How?
Now, so
That's a
look, so
catapult.
look, so Kobe Covington is the number one contender, or was the number one contender at the time.
Uh-huh.
If Masvidal beats Leon Edwards, Masvidal has lost to Usman twice as well. I would say that Masvidal and Kobe fights to see who's going to fight Usman again after he fights two fights, or Usman fights two other people.
The only way I can see that fight making sense is everything that you said, but insert another person. So you said he lost to him twice, he lost to him twice. The only thing we can see is them fighting each other to see who's going to fight a new number one contender. We could have them fight each other to see who's going to fight like Kazmat Shmaev, and then the winner of that can get, because either one of them has a course back. But if so, here's the thing though, he's got a cheat stick though. If he beats Leon Edwards, that's gonna move him way up there. And then who's better sellable?
But you got to look at the
Masvidal,
rivalry though.
Masvidal versus, no, I'm saying who's better selling, Masvidal or Covington? I think Masvidal sells more right now.
Depends on location.
So they got to make that third fight. If he beats Leon
I
Edwards,
feel
I mean, what did we've done that thing where the division's so stagnant now that what do? You got nothing. There's nowhere else, nothing else to do. So if that's the case, then if they put the fight together, I'm all in though.
I am.
But if Masvidal goes out there and sleeps Leon Edwards, he's headed this way real quick.
Do you really think that's gonna happen though?
No,
All right then.
Leon Edwards is a lot. He's a lot. But he has shown in that 10 seconds. In the 10 seconds, it was like the movie 300 when he threw that spear and hit Leonidas in the face. All we had to do was see him bleed. We hadn't seen that in a while. We were like, dang, he do be getting it in. And then bow, blicky. And then we like, look, Edwards, he may not make it out of there, but still, I don't know.
I just hope that what Colby said in the post-fight press conference doesn't come true. He said that Leon always has trouble, or something always happens, or to paraphrase, something happens to Leon, and then either he has to back out of the fight, and they have to find another person to fight Masvidal. Which Colby said he'll stand up and take that fight with Masvidal because of the history that they have. I don't want that to happen, but I would love for that to happen because I would love to see Jorge and Colby step into the ring and settle the beef, man. I would love to see him settle the beef, even if they don't talk about it beforehand. I would love to see him settle the beef.
No, they would have to move it. There ain't no way. It's 11-7. Might be. There's no way he didn't get a 30-day suspension.
His foot, he said he popped something in his foot, so he's out for a while.
Yeah, there's no way he doesn't get a suspension. So there's no way he steps in on this fight. So I'm pretty sure he was just saying words.
They said they can move it. They said they can move it.
That's what I'm saying. If they move the fight, then yeah. But what's the difference between like him stepping in on short notice is completely different than Leon Edwards, had to pull out of the fight and then they had to reschedule this fight for later. It's still a full count.
I still want to see it.
So we still gonna get to see it. I thought you said you don't want to see this fight, but if someone has to step in on short notice.
No,
you want to see a full.
I don't want to see. I want to see it. I just don't want to see something come to fruition where Leon Edwards doesn't get his opportunity to fight Usman. That's what I'm saying.
Got it. I'm with you.
Hey, and so to get on to the next question is, who do you think wins this fight between Colby Covington and Masvidal if it was to happen? I'm sorry. If and when it happens, not if it was to happen. If and when it happens, who you think wins?
Do you want to know why we're so excited about the fight?
Why?
It's always the excitement about the fight when you think and you close your eyes and you go, damn, I don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly. That's what's so interesting about this fight. I
don't
know what's going to happen.
Because you're like, yeah, he'll just out there and wrestle.
Involved,
but
I don't know what's going to happen.
Masvidal ain't no slouch on the ground. Not in the least bit. No. And then you're like, well, throwing hands, well, Kobe's hands is getting better. Well, this is still Masvidal. He been piecing up homies since, 3-piece and the soda days. And you like, and you thinking, and you go, and you like, yo, I don't know what's going to happen. I need to watch it. Same thing with, like, we suspected, like, with the Conor versus Khabib fight, but we didn't know. But then we were just completely validated very quickly. But the excitement leading up to it was like, what was it? Man, if Conor learns that left hand, or if Khabib gets him down early, but we're just like, in that first moment, that's what this fight will be. We're like, what can happen? Flying knee. What else you got?